there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. If you haven't clicked on the subscribe button, go ahead and do so now. Put your positive energies into this Capella family and click on the notification bell so that you get notified as to when I put new readings out and to include when I go live. If you would like a personal reading or a coaching session, or if you would like to sign up for a 14-day free trial of one of my Capella memberships, check out the description box below or go to capellawellness.com. The memberships include entries into free drawings monthly. You get daily guidance videos. You get to directly chat with me on my mobile app. You get to meet some amazing people there and join a tighter knit group in that realm, I should say. All right. If you have any questions about anything at all, please don't feel hesitant to contact me. My information is in the description box below. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. If you have been watching my readings, I know it's been pretty much a month. If you didn't watch my live from September 10th, 2022, you can go ahead and watch that where I explain what was going on. My son got sick, I got sick, and other stuff happened after that. So lots of changes, lots of crazy stuff going on. But and I'm still trying to recover from an illness, but this reading is going to be a little bit different from what you've watched before. If you've been watching my previous readings, my guides have asked me to kind of keep it short because I am still getting into coughing bouts every now and again, and I need to make sure that I'm not pushing myself. So, and if you are new here, these are not my normal readings, but if you've been drawn to this, there's always a reason, right? If you see my other readings, they tend to be long and overly detailed, but that's how I conduct my mission work. Anyway, what we're going to do here, Gemini, is we're going to see what you need to work on at this time, and then we're going to get guidance from Spirit. If I am called to clarify whatever card comes out, I will do that, but lately I haven't been doing that. But if I am drawn to clarify whatever cards come out, look, King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. There's always a Gemini-Pisces dynamic here. Anyway, again, if I'm called to clarify, I will clarify. If not, then I will not. So let's see, Gemini, what you need to work on right now. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, planetarians, please reveal to us for highest good. What does Gemini need to work on right now? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. Gems. We've got the Emperor here. Aries energy. This is divine masculine. All right. So number 4 with stability and security. What some of you need to work on is taking control of your life, of your situation, of whatever predicament you may be in. It's also about your personal power. Okay. Understanding that you have way more power than you think you do. That it's time to make things happen. It's time to take action and take the lead in your life. Okay? You have control over how you feel, right? Whether you want to be happy or sad, you have control over what relationships you have. You have control over the jobs you have, all of that stuff. Okay? Emperor does not make any excuses. He also knows what he wants and he knows how to get that. And he's not afraid of taking action to go after those things, provided that God has given him instruction in order to go after those things or to take action on something, because there is the flip side of this where the Emperor is also obedient. Okay. He is not A distorted masculine, or someone who needs to take excessive control and does whatever the heck he wants all the time. Okay, that's where, you know, the putting God aside comes into play with this emperor, and he's not being obedient and he's not listening to his intuitive guidance. All right, but with this in the upright, this is about you really trusting in what God is telling you. And when God says go, you go. When God says move, you move. Okay, so there's something here where some of you guys really need to just go out there and jump in and do it, and to take control of these things that you know you can take control of. If it's something that you are not happy with, or it's not for your highest good, you have the ability to do something about that. This is also great success. If you have a business, this is about the business elevating, escalating. This is about a business, you know, flourishing, okay, where there's going to be more success in this business. Oh, and remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For somebody else who's watching this, keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Make sure you're honest with yourself and your situation, okay? But we've got here very, very strong divine masculine energy. Some of you, I'm hearing your feminine energy is superseding your masculine energy. It's like the scales are not balanced, okay? Your feminine and masculine energies are not at the same level. So some of you need to work on your masculine energies. This is about accepting help from others. This is also delegating to people, not having to do everything and anything on your own. Okay, this is you really understanding that, again, you need to take the action on the things you need to take the action on, but this is based on the divine guidance that you're getting. If God doesn't say go, then you don't go, okay? So I'm also getting that for some of you, if you don't have a business yet, and it's been kind of like in the back of your mind, or you're getting signs and synchronicities, or you're getting messages to start that business, go ahead and start that business. It is going to be successful if you're doubting the possibility of success with this, okay? So if you're being called to do this, again, it's time to take action and take the lead in that and do something about it. You have everything that you need to do this. You have that power. You have to understand that that power and that strength comes from within. There's a lion sitting over here, and with that powerful energy, with that leadership energy, you got to be bold and brave and just go do it, okay? Especially if God is leading you to that. Understand that success is different than what you are accustomed to. Success is very different from what you were taught. It has nothing to do with the bank account. It has nothing to do with your degree, certifications, accolades that you have. It comes from within. If you are able to do what you love, and you are able to be in this place, sitting on this high throne and not being swayed by anything, and you are following your purpose without anybody trying to take you off that throne, you are following God's guidance, you are trusting in your abilities, and you know that whatever you visualize you're going to be successful in, that's where the success really lies. Okay? You got to trust your intuition. And as I say that, the Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is about really trusting your intuition and following that. You know, if something unexpected comes up here, especially with this fish, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? What do I do? Do I take action on it or not? You're going to have this ability to not second guess that. You're going to have the ability to say, okay, my intuition is saying this, I'm going to follow it. You're going to be this trailblazer, this leader, this pioneer with this Aries energy. And some of you, it has to do with something artistic. Some of you are being called to take action on starting a business with regards to some creative endeavors, painting, poetry, creative writing, music, songwriting, composing, you know, something of the arts. This could even be, I'm hearing ballet, which is interesting because I normally don't get ballet with Page of Cups, but that's what I'm hearing, you know? So, or if it's not the business, it's you taking ownership and you saying, you know what? I'm not going to be afraid of this new beginning. I'm not going to be afraid of tapping into my spiritual gifts and my talents, these creative talents that God has given me. You may be feeling like it's surprising, maybe because you're getting these signs and synchronicities. Maybe you're getting these messages, hey, Gemini, go follow this, go do that. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute, where is this coming from? Like, I never used to think about this before, but there's something shifting with you, Gemini, with regards to you starting to realize that you are a leader, you are a trailblazer, you are a pioneer in this. All right? You have what it takes here with this Emperor energy. You have to understand that whatever you touch turns to gold, whatever it is that you want to pursue, whatever dreams you have, you follow them and you do something about it. Don't just be there just sitting looking out the window and being all dreamy and thinking, oh, you know, it's kind of being, it's like this puerile energy. It's like being naive in the sense where you're thinking, there's no way that'll happen. I can't do this. I can't be a poet. I can't be a musician. I can't do that. I can't do this. That's all bullshit. Okay? Especially if you've got somebody who's telling you can't. And I'm getting a strong energy for somebody here. There's some sort of father figure who's an Aries who may be telling you to do something or one way, or maybe they're trying to control you, or it could be your father or some other father figure. It doesn't have to be an Aries, but somebody here, you could very well be dealing with a father or father figure who's an Aries, but there's something here where this individual may have been trying to control you and trying to do things in a more rigid, structured way. This is a very disciplined person, for somebody who kind of, this person can follow what the books say in a sense. You know, it has to be in this order and it has to be done in this way. But it looks like if you're dealing with, this is resonating with you, Gemini, you follow your heart. You trust in what God's telling you. You want to pursue your dreams. You want to pursue this creative talents, whatever this is for you, you go and do it. You don't have somebody trying to control your life, because at the end of the day, God is in control. God has the final say. All right. And this Emperor knows that. And as I said, he's obedient. He is always trusting in his intuition and always going to God for when to take action, when to not, and always following the divine order. Thank you, Holy Spirit. He's always following the divine order. He's always following the law of God, not the law of man. All right. So if there's somebody here around you who's trying to control your life and saying, you can't do that, you know, that's a far-fetched dream, there's no way you're going to accomplish that, do not listen to whoever that is. All right. You do what your heart wants. The heart wants what it wants. And when you know what that is, you do something about it. You take the lead in it and you say, I'm going to do this. This is what my heart wants. I'm going to take action. All right. You get all this vitality, this life force energy, and you say, you know what? I'm not going to worry about what anybody's saying. I'm not going to worry about any surprises that come my way when I'm going to head in that direction, when I'm going to trailblaze and I'm going to create a new path for myself, but not follow anybody else's path. I'm going to be confident because I know that God is leading me, because again, it's the Emperor, it's divine masculine. So don't let anybody tell you that you cannot fulfill your dreams, Gemini. All right. There's something here with inner childhood wounds that some of you need to heal with regards to a father figure. Someone who's always told you the order of things, someone who's always told you it needs to be done this way, or someone who's always tried to control your life because they think that what they've gone through or what they are doing has to be part of your life. It is not the case. Your dad, your father figure has a different path. and you have a different path. There's some sort of child-father dynamic here. Could very well be you still have a father who's still trying to control you, who still treats you as a child. All right? You are very creative. You're very intuitive. You go your way, okay? You do what you know is right for you. Again, the heart wants what it wants. You follow that heart. You go ahead and take action on those dreams that you have. And trust in yourself. Have that confidence in yourself. Again, with that Leo energy inside of this card with the lion here. You're your own boss, okay? You're your own boss. You answer to God, not to anybody else. Unless, of course, there's some other people who are giving you support to help you to be more in tune with God, to help you to trust in what God is telling you to do. I'm also getting somebody here who has bossed up. Major leveling up. Could be you too, Gemini, where you've shifted and you've done some serious work on yourself and you don't take no for an answer and you don't give in and you don't give up and you say, I know what God wants me to do and I'm going to do it. Your feminine is balanced with your masculine. And you are already creating those dreams, okay? Take it how it resonates, because I know this is what you need to work on. Some of you need to work on that. Others of you have already gotten there. There's that. There's also a divine masculine who's high with energy, ready to take action, to take the lead role as the true divine masculine Christ, because he or she knows that that's their role. This is the provider. This is the protector of the feminine. This emperor here is ready to communicate with you about how they feel, what their dreams are, what their aspirations are. They're also ready to communicate with you what went on in their past, what went on in their childhood, because I get very strong childhood wounding here that this emperor has healed from. And again, I'm getting that this emperor who's going to communicate with you also has this type of father-son, father-daughter dynamic where there was some wounding done by a father, all right? Or again, a father figure. It could be a feminine or a mother who has very strong Aries energy or very strong fire or very strong control issues, okay? So this masculine's coming in to talk about a lot of things with you. They're going to trust their heart here and follow through with their divine guidance and God telling them, it's time for you to communicate this. It's time for you to open your heart and to not be afraid of love. It's okay to love again. It is safe to love again. And this is what God is telling this divine masculine. This is what this divine masculine is also believing about what he's being told by God. He now has this undeniable strength and courage to do this. As I said, he knows what he wants and he gets it. So apparently this emperor here has been getting everything that his heart is desiring. He's been following his dreams. He's been making his dreams come true, but there's still something missing. And apparently for some of you, that something missing is you, Gemini. The love is missing in his empire. He's seeking his empress. And now he's ready to come forward and communicate. You could be receiving a letter, a love letter, text message, something like that, but it's going to be very heartfelt. It's going to be very dreamy, I'm hearing. It's going to be very romantic. But there's this emperor here. This person is loyal. They're devoted. Energy of the lion, right? There's a king here who's coming. I'm hearing kingdom spouse with this. This person is ready to take the lead role again as a true divine masculine Christ. And he is not going to be afraid anymore in opening his heart up to you. He knows how he feels about you. He knows this is what he needs to do next because everything in his empire is going smoothly. He's overcome that chaos in his life. He has a lot of discipline, a lot of structure, a lot of order. Now, he's super balanced and super stable. And he takes high risks. And he's not afraid to do that. And everything else that he's been achieving in his empire, he has manifested it. He has taken the action necessary to make it happen, to bring that into his empire, into his world. But the only thing that's missing is you. Again, he needs the Empress. So there's communication coming in, but it's really coming from the heart here. This is something that this person has never done before. And before in the past, they had a hard time opening up their heart to you, other people. But because this is divine masculine energy here, this person is no longer going to be doing that. They're no longer going to be afraid to open up their heart. They're no longer going to be afraid to love again or to receive the love that you give them. I'm also hearing songs being written, being sent to you. This is going to be a very, very, very open-hearted, light-hearted, heartfelt message. It's really, really coming straight from the divinity of this Emperor's heart here. I feel it very, very strongly. It could very well be very sentimental and very emotional. This Emperor also has some sensitivities because this Emperor has some strong water in their chart. Okay. But they've taken control over the sensitivities. They're also not afraid to be sensitive or vulnerable around you or around other people. There's been a huge balance, a huge undertaking that this Emperor has accomplished here with regards to those sensitivities and vulnerabilities. And if he's vulnerable with someone and someone takes advantage or ridicules them or criticizes them, he's like, nope, you can't do anything to me now. I'm not going to cower away. I'm not going to put my head down. I'm not going to put my tail in between my legs anymore when that happens. I'm not afraid to be a sensitive, divine masculine. Emperor is not afraid of tapping into his true femininity. And this is what this Page of Cups really wants to talk to you about. There is a lot of communication that I'm getting with this Emperor, okay? Yeah. This person has bossed up. You have bossed up. Some of you have built your own businesses. Now, for those of you who already have a business, what I'm getting here is you may be getting news from a water sign or Aries, or there's good news coming in that's going to make you very happy with regards to your business. There could be somebody investing in it. They want to work with you on your business or other creative endeavors, okay? Other creative projects. But this could very well be that someone is coming in here to give you some really good news, and it's something about your business will take off. I talked about it. It'll, I'm hearing exaltation. It's like it's going to be elevated. There's something here where someone's going to help you with this. It's like some sort of partner here. I'm hearing showing the ropes. This is for some of you, not for all of you, with regards to this news coming in. somebody wants to, some of you are going to get a letter, some form of communication where someone wants you to take the lead on something. They may want to have you take over their business or work with them, again, partner on their business. Yeah, there's something about communication coming in for someone who has a business or working on some project, or you have a very high role in a company or something where they want you to take the lead. There's a big jump in what's it called? A title here. And I know I talked about God. Success does not mean that it has no ties to the money you make, has no ties to the accolades, the degrees, the certifications, that type of stuff. But if you are in a job and you don't have a business, there's something about somebody wants you to take the lead on something, on some creative endeavor. If that is presented to you, Gemini, you go ahead and take that. That's part of your plan, part of God's plan, part of your purpose. The others of you who already have businesses, there's something here where there's going to be greater success with the businesses you already have. And there's some sort of communication where somebody wants you to work with them on something or take the lead on something, or have you, I'm hearing step it up. It could very well be you may be invited because there's a social invitation to something to talk to people. All right. Yeah, I'm hearing a social invitation. They want you to show them what you're made of. All right. Wow. There's something about standing on a big stage and you talking in front of a large audience, inspiring people because you do things differently from others. Again, trailblazer, pioneer. Somebody wants you to take the lead on something with regards to the work that you do because of how different you do it. Okay. And then there's the Queen of Wands. So what I'm getting, this Emperor has been very inspired by you to find their own power and to find their own confidence and courage in themselves, to follow their heart here. And that's why you were a catalyst in this, to inspire them. You were their beacon of light, their faith, their hope, to take action, to inspire them and to show them that they can be successful, show them that they are a divine child of God, that they are an emperor, they are a king, okay? Because you are a queen, and you have been able to set an example for this emperor to take on that divine masculine role, understand what his true role, the true divine order is of this divine masculine, of being the divine masculine Christ. And you are kind of giving them that energy, that vitality, that action-oriented ability to communicate with you about how they feel. Because everything with this Emperor is working out. You could very well be dealing with a divine masculine who has their own business and they're very successful, or a very high position in a company like CEO or entrepreneur or something like that. But this person has got things on lockdown. They've got things in order, and everything that this Emperor touches, it's like it's working out for them. And you have inspired them to be that. They understood what true success means for them. And you have been a huge influence on that Emperor there, because you were in your power and that energy transmuted to your person, and now they are in their power, their superpower, their divine power, and it's inspiring them. It's motivating them. It's driving them to communicate with you about how they feel about you and to start something new with you. This is the beginning of a new love right here. Okay. Look, Two of Wands and Knight of Cups right here. See, I can't be at this crossroads anymore. I either got to open my heart or not. I either better take action on this or not. See, there's a social invitation. There's even a proposal here for some of you. This is vulnerability. Even though this person's sensitive and they're very romantic and they're very artistic, they're very articulate, especially with the way they express their emotions. And the creativity with this person is, I'm hearing second to none. That's interesting. Someone's very gifted with music or very gifted with the arts. And this person's like making a plan. They made a plan to come forward, to talk to you, to propose to you, to offer some sort of invitation to something. And again, with the heartfelt message, and they're going to be like, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to get stuck at this crossroads. I'm not going to stay here and be like, which way do I go? What do I do? That's not what the Emperor looks at the situation and he automatically knows what he needs to do. Knights take action. But the Emperor also knows he doesn't have to blaze through it. He takes his time. But again, he's also following his divine guidance. He's following his heart. Again, the heart knows what it wants. And this Knight wants a new beginning with you. There's also an apology here, but don't just look at the apology, Gemini, because apologies don't really rectify things. This person's really going to have a very heartfelt conversation with you about a lot of stuff that they've gone through. There's something about some childhood trauma with your person that they're going to talk about. And it has been very hard for this person to talk to other people about, not just with you. So Spirit is asking you to kind of open your heart to them and open your spiritual ears and listen with intent, listen with compassion, listen with unconditional love, because what this person's about to say to you, it's going to be emotional. I'm seeing very heavily that there's going to be a lot of tears, but it's like tears of joy because all of this is going to come out, and this Emperor is actually going to feel very relieved that he's getting this off his chest. And you've inspired him to do that. There's no more like letting indecision keeping this Emperor from moving forward with what his heart really wants. For some of you resonating with this, your Emperor wants you. Okay? Don't doubt your intuition. Trust in what you're feeling. Okay? This is a very chivalrous individual. The Knight of Cups has divine masculine energy in him. There's romance coming in here. But the way in which this Emperor's coming in with this message, and also this whatever invitation, whatever this proposal is also, he's put a lot of thought into this, a lot of creativity into this, a lot of effort. This Emperor goes above and beyond with these things. He's been taking a while to plan this out. And for some, this is actually planning a proposal. And this is the second slowest night. But again, this Emperor, he's very serious about what he does, about what he executes. All right. He's an excellent planner. Excellent planner. Very detailed. So this Emperor's been planning. Not only on communicating with you, not only in opening their heart to you, but planning a proposal. But I'm getting very strongly that this Emperor is not joking around. He's not bullshitting around. He put a lot of his heart into this. A lot of his heart into this. Because he wants it to be done right, but he wants it to be very, very memorable and very romantic at the same time. This Emperor is holding the vision and trusting the process, stepping out of his comfort zone. As I said, this person had a hard time being vulnerable and expressing certain sensitivities and vulnerabilities and, you know, wounds, things that were very hard to talk about. But because, again, this Emperor is here, they're taking action. They're going to say, you know what? I got to do this. I can't be worried about the future. I can't be worried about what's on the horizon. I just got to go and do it. I cannot be afraid to speak about my childhood, about what's happened in my life, about the wounding, about maybe there's abuse here, about other things, about having a hard time opening up and expressing feelings, about a hard time of being a male for some of you and being sensitive. Because especially if you're dealing with a Pisces, when a Pisces gets burned, it's very hard for them to overcome that, to heal from that. And then there are some males that are very in tune with their feminine side, and they could have very well been ridiculed for that. Maybe they cry easily. Maybe music just makes them tear up. That's what happens with me, guys. I mean, if you put certain arrangements on, especially if I'm watching like orchestra, a symphonic orchestra, dude, that gets me every time. Because I used to play violin for years, and it pulls on my heartstrings. And I don't like when certain music, it doesn't have to be orchestral music. It could be certain chords, certain arrangements that make me tear up. Okay? And I get embarrassed when I'm emotional about it and I'm like crying because it's very emotional for me, but it's tears of joy. It's not tears of sadness. So your person could be like that too. Certain things make them very emotional. They're very sensitive to other people's feelings too. They don't like people to struggle. They don't like people to be hurt or to be sad. Right? And if they're dealing with a male who's very sensitive like that, and, you know, there's been a complex with them before with dealing with that type of characteristic. It's very hard. We all know. They talk about, oh, you know, you're such a girl, or, you know, you do this while you're crying, you're a baby. And there are some women too who have very strong masculine energies where maybe you were told that too. So take it how it resonates. You can't be crying in front of people. You need to man up. You need to be a certain way. You can't let people see your vulnerabilities. You can't be, you know, this, and that. That's what screws people up. It's like shutting down their feminine energy. That's what causes chaos in the world. Why do you think all this stuff is going on? Because so many of us are told to kind of shut down those energies. It's part of every single one of us, whether you're male or female. Whether that's you or you're a person, that has been a very hard thing to deal with. There's no shame in crying. There's no shame in being sensitive to things. There's a balance with that sensitivity. You can't let everything get to you. There's got to be a balance there. But that's been a very hard thing for a lot of people, especially males, especially the males who are already very sensitive individuals and who have a lot of feminine energy. It's just a matter of balancing that out. There's nothing wrong with a male who has strong feminine energies. But anyway, that's what wants to come out. So some of you expect communication, and this communication, this apology, asking for forgiveness, it's coming from a very loyal person. Someone who's got their head on their shoulders, someone has done some serious leveling up. So do not doubt the communication that is coming from this person. Do not second guess this. Don't go to the past and say, well, you did this and you did that. No, we have a freaking divine masculine Christ here. Huge leveling up. They are in alignment with their higher selves. There's no bullshit. There's no game playing. There's no lying. There's no cheating. There's no false portrayal of things with this emperor, because he is in his divine state. And when that person communicates with you, you're going to know that this person has changed drastically. And you trust your intuition and what this person is telling you. Because again, someone coming to you is coming from a divine place. They are divine masculine. All right, let's see what guidance we have for you, Gemini. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic fairies, Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do we have for Gemini? And again, for the others of you, it's time to follow your heart and take action of those things that your heart is telling you to do. I will repeat, the heart wants what it wants. And when you know what that is, you go do something about it. Don't listen to what everybody else is telling you about pursuing your dreams or pursuing whatever creative talents, endeavors, whatever this is that you want to do. Excuse me. What guidance do we have for Gemini? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Well, we got a lot. We have fertility, wishes, dreams and wishes, illumination, and luxury. Bottom of the deck is happiness. Talking about do what fills your heart, what makes you happy, happy news, happy things, right? I'm going to go look at the book here. Start with the happiness card at the bottom of the deck. Optimism, good cheer, and laughter. This card is suggesting that happiness lies in dwelling on the good things in life, not on your problems. This doesn't mean ignoring your difficulties, but rather seeing the positives in your situation instead. The old adage is true. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. Respond instead of react, Gemini. Look for the light in your life when this card appears, even if it's just a tiny spark. Know that the appearance of this card brings the essence of happiness into your life. Let's look at fertility. This is about new beginnings, fruitful, and growth. We have new beginnings here with this Page of Cups. The appearance of the fertility card doesn't have to mean a pregnancy, although this is the strongest meaning of this particular card. Fertility can also mean launching new projects or fertile imaginings that can lead to new beginnings in a brand new way of life. Okay, another message for some of you. Divine masculine has high sexual energy, but it's not in a distorted masculine way. So this person comes in, communicates with you, okay? Could be very passionate, very emotional in nature, very romantic in nature. But I'm hearing that somebody here may get pregnant very soon, all right? When this communication comes in, or you get invited to go out somewhere or go on a trip or something like that, because there is some sort of invitation to something. So it did say this is the strongest meaning of this card. But for others of you, again, this is, you know, planting those seeds in fertile ground. Taking action and planting those seeds in fertile ground so that they can grow something that flourishes. It's growing the trees and the fruit and the vines. It's not growing weeds, okay? It's another card of new beginnings here. All right, let's look at illumination. All right, illumination deals with being loved, being peaceful, and feeling safe. This card appears when it is time to bring more light into your life. This can be on a physical or energetic level. An excellent way to start is to imagine yourself filled with bright white light whenever you think of it. You may also want to purify your home energetically. Stale and dense energy can become trapped and brewed in nooks and crannies, and you will want to flush it out. I'm hearing some of you may need to sage your space or sage your home. I'm getting that message too. Clear out that stale and dense energy. And also clear yourself. I'm also hearing sea salt baths. Again, bringing more light into your life. Happiness. Find that spark. Okay? It's within you. You go find your happiness. You're ultimately responsible for finding that, Gemini. Let's look at the luxury here. Opulence, grandeur, and joy. When the luxury card is shown, it would appear that your life needs more joy right now. There it is again. Parties, dancing, holidays, it's time to play. You might be feeling that life has been a bit joyless and full of responsibility of late. Think of this card as a permission slip to say yes to more luxury. Those invitations or ideas you have had that once seemed too frivolous or expensive, go ahead with them now and see what happens. This could be you with these invitations, all right, that once seemed too frivolous or expensive, doing things, going to that party, going on that trip, taking a holiday, taking a vacation. Go do it. Either you're going to go do this or this person. I'm hearing living in the lap of luxury. I did say there is a very successful business person. There's somebody who is very well-to-do, very wealthy. All right. Or if you have a business, you're going to get news about something coming in where your business is going to take off and be way more successful, and all this money is going to come in and you're going to be able to go buy that thing you've wanted, take that expensive trip, okay? It says go ahead with it now. See what happens. Either you again are doing this or this emperor is the one who's going to go ahead with this. All right, and then there's the wishes card. I love this card. Wishes. Wishes come true, travel and wonder. I was talking about traveling a bit ago. This is the Wish Upon a Star card. It is a very positive sign that it is time to make a heartfelt wish, and chances are it is going to come true. The symbol of this card is the apple blossom. Apples have been used in magical spells for centuries. It is now your turn to make your wish and see it come to pass. Oh, wow. They want me to keep reading. I don't normally read the apple wish spell, but they want me to read it. On the next new moon, which is the new moon in Libra, take an apple and cut it in half. Carefully scoop out some of the flesh from each part of the apple. Write your wish on a small piece of paper and place it into the apple. Join the apple together with 5 toothpicks to secure your wish. Bury your apple wish in the garden and expect to see positive results by the next full moon. Okay, I don't normally do that, but they wanted me to do that because there's something with the new moon in Libra. Either something's going to happen on that new moon in Libra or something's going to happen before then. But that's for some of you, not for all of you. Or there's some sort of, whether it's a communication or shift in something, the good news, okay? All right, Gemini, that concludes your reading. I hope this helped you. If you would like a personal reading or a coaching session, you can do it live or recorded. Or if you want to sign up for a 14-day free trial of my Capella memberships, where you get access to my daily guidance videos that help supplement these readings, my guided meditation videos that deal with sacred geometry and solfeggio frequencies. You'll also be entered into a drawing to get a free reading every month that you are a member. I have members only lives and a whole bunch of other things. Every tier has something different, but there are some tiers where you get to try it free for 14 days. No harm, no foul. If you want to cancel it, go ahead and do so. If you want to keep it, but by all means, keep the membership, all right? Check out the description box below for all of that information that I talked about, or hop on over to capellawellness.com to check out the memberships and check out the services that I do offer. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email or contact me on the private mobile app via chat if you feel compelled to do so. My email is in the description box below, and I believe the link to the app is there too. But if you go to capellawellness.com, you will be able to click on a link there to access the app. All right, Gemini, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.